So today I'm rounding up a few more details that are surfaced in the last few days around Battlefield 1, coming from various interviews with developers, Q&A sessions, and making sure you're signed up and ready to go for the Battlefield 1 beta as well. First things first though, and I'm surprised not many other people spotted this before, but it seems field cannons will be making their way into Battlefield 1. After what seemed like the 1000th time of watching this trailer, I was sifting through some frames that I'd used for another video the other day, and I spotted this. Just as the footage switches onto the soldier firing the Lewis gun, you can see almost hidden behind the iron sights, a soldier dressed in a yellow cape firing a field cannon towards the stone building. A few frames later, the projectile hits and explodes. You can see the smoke from the cannon billowing out as well, and finally, the structure starts to fall down. Field cannons were used extensively in World War I, providing massive firepower with some portability as well, allowing them to be moved quickly during battle. We don't have any information regarding their role in Battlefield 1 yet, but I suspect we will see them as stationary weapons, similar to the town missile launchers in Battlefield 4. Likely they'll be placed in defensive positions around objectives to help you protect that area. I was really surprised to find it though. I thought it was just an explosion in the trailer that happened in the background, but no, it came from a field cannon, so pretty cool find there. Moving on, and onto something I think many people will be very happy about. Simply as a confirmation of something that we, I think, already knew was coming anyway. We've come to expect this in Battlefield, but people were going mental on social media about it, so I thought I'd tell you guys. With the recent release of Star Wars Battlefront, the game didn't see an inclusion of a server browser. Instead, the developers opted to implement a matchmaking instant action system, with many players in the community vocally disapproving of it. Now, as I said, in Battlefield, I think we've all come to expect a server browser to be included. I think we're all smart enough to know how to use one. So a developer, Alexander Grondal, who is the lead producer on Battlefield 1, he confirmed this via a Q&A that they did on Twitter the other day. And as I said, people went mental. I think it was just more confirmation of the fact that DICE had listened to the feedback that they got from Star Wars Battlefront, and in Battlefield 1 they're not making that decision. They're going to go with a full server browser, so if you want to play Conquest on 32 players or whatever you want to do, there's a server browser that will enable you to pick that game mode. Next is the vehicles. We know from the live stream that DICE have already stated that vehicles in the game will feel very unique. They'll all have their own strengths and drawbacks, and you will need to learn each vehicle to know how to master it. In the same Twitter Q&A, Alexander Grondal confirmed that teamwork will be required to fully utilise the power of tanks in Battlefield 1, stating it will take the combined effort of a few players to really wreak havoc on the battlefield. Right now, in Battlefield 4, vehicles can be a huge force, especially against infantry, so it's nice to see that DICE are utilising the era well and making vehicles more or less powerful depending on the help that you've got. World War I was very much an infantry war when it started, but by the end, the introduction of these massive vehicles played a huge role on the battles that took place. Many of the tanks had individual positions, like you had a specific driver, you had side gunners, top gunners, ammo loaders, so there were lots of different roles that needed to be played inside that tank. So it looks like the people who just bowl around tanks right now in Battlefield, just being that lone guy with their main cannon and then their machine gun, perhaps that's not going to be the case here in Battlefield 1. You're going to need a good crew as well. Now, just before I move on to the beta, I want to give a quick shout out to one of my friends, Bullseye, who's created a new website dedicated to getting you information about Battlefield 1. It's called battlereact.com. There's a link in the description, and it would mean a lot to me if you guys went over there and bookmarked the website. He's going to be updating it frequently with all the Battlefield 1 information that he can, and already I've used the site a couple of times to catch up on bullet points that I've missed from all of these interviews. So it's definitely helped me make this video today. So if you could go over to the website, bookmark it, check back every couple of days, he'll keep you informed just as much as I will. Now all of that news is out of the way, let's help you guys get into the beta. Some of you might have missed this information in all of the hype surrounding the reveal, but you can get yourself signed up to become a Battlefield Insider. Being one of these people will get you early access to the beta when it's announced, you'll get in-game rewards, exclusive content, and some advance notice on Battlefield information. So head down into the description and click the link, I've marked it as Battlefield Insider, log into your account, and you're done. It pays to listen to me, I've always got the information. Thanks very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on the news down below. I'm really excited to have a go with that field cannon. It just looks utterly awesome. And while you're down there, drop me a like as well. But until next time, my name is Westy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.